folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game,
the ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
But that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now Hunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hunt is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Kareem Hunt.
Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
McSorley's throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
McSorley from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's complete to Lockett. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Get off the field.
And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He hits his target, Lockett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
He will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The shotgun, McSorley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. McSorley sets to pass.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. John Brown. And he just falls short down at the 1 yard line.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9 yard line.
Jordan Brooks,
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd and goal, McSorley looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Penny.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Wilson.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is McSorley. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now McSorley. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's McSorley to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. McSorley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, it's Wilson.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Oh, able to avoid him. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On the ground, this is Williams. A nice little juke. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 22 yards there, a first down. It'll be McSorley again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
7 yards to pick up there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call
pulling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 27, McSorley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. To throw is Wilson.
A pass underneath for Carson.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. Second down and 5.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it's Carson, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. McSorley once more looks to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action now with McSorley. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. McSorley. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Here we go with Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And Myers able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back